Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpack Trader Training Room. I'll have to do the risk disclosure one more time. Freestyle, since I haven't got my network drive back up. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Good morning, Don. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds that you can afford to do without. Good morning, Miles. Please do say hello in the chat. It's the only way I know who all's here. We've got a few minutes, about a little less than 3 minutes to market open. YM is in a short, which so far is a get in sync trade, is valid for get in sync. Unleaded picks up its first trade of the morning at 9:06:07 with the setup triggering in at 134. Working up through target 1 and target 2, so both targets 1 and 2 traders will be POQ on this trade. Target 1, 16 ticks. Target 2 is 26. Not a big trade. And working up to trail out at 168 from our entry at 134 is 34 ticks. So 50 ticks for target 1 traders, 60 ticks for target 2 traders, and a one and done session. Crude oil, on the other hand, and good morning, Aaron, picks up the short setup 9:01:19 and on the 6th bar goes through and triggers in short. So obviously lots of time to get in that. Ultimately gives us a stop and reverse at 68.58. That's a 12 tick loss from the prior entry, or 12, yeah. And so at 2 positions we're down 24 ticks. We pick up the trade. Money management pushes up to 68 because of the stop and reverse adjustment. So we take targets 2 and 3. Target 2 at 72 is 14 ticks rather. So we're down 10. We pick up one more on the trailer. So we're down 9. And in our final trade of the morning, and the market just opened. So we are in the market on the YM, in the market in the short. And we have had no new oversold readings, so unless we get a trade off of either the 20 SMA or the 50 EMA, we're going to stay in the short. And Crude oil closes out at 68.53 with the stop and reverse adjustment, unfortunately, for a losing session today. Trade number 3 was our final trade of the day, or of the session. And let's take a look at micro NQ. That doesn't start for another minute and a half. Looks like we had a quick spike down, and with these spikes down here, I would have pushed my entry down. So that trade is avoided, and are now long on the micro Russell up here in the upper left. YM with a stop and reverse lot to long at 28. I would need not any way to get around that, and we took a full loss on it. Not a big enough trade to take an adjustment around the 200, and a good thing we didn't, because it would have increased our loss unless we got up above 32, and that's definitely too far to have adjusted. Russell ends up break even, and now in a short. MNQ is in a short that we are not to our start time yet, but hit money management, so that one is off the table for us. Good morning, John. All right, MNQ with a long setup, and we're in our session there. Micro Russell, money management, and good morning, Arizona Bob. And another break even, 2 break evens on the Russell, and still waiting on an entry for the long trade on the micro NQ, and there it is. YM with a couple of losses, stop and reverse, and then a full loss. YM kind of going sideways. Micro NQ just up above its session low. And YM with a short that canceled. So that's no longer a valid trade. And the YM with another short here that just touched. I'd probably bring that down to 83 if you're not already in it. Not any probably about it, I would do that. All right, micro NQ in the long trade. And I've missed a I would say we got a fair possibility of being in that trade. We can come back and look at it. Nice target 3 and 4 win on the micro Russell. Stop trailing at 25.1. Now 22.8 for the micro Russell. Still long on the micro NQ and short on the YM. And there was a trade on soybeans that I missed. Looks like we got a target 1. So that'll be a quick one and done session. 932. We got an entry at 09 1/4. We did pick up an 8 tick target 1, picks up 3 additional ticks, 1 tick on 3 positions on the trailer for 11 tick net. Not a huge morning, but as they say, positive nonetheless. The YM hitting money management trailing at 381, and there's target 1. Target 1 was worth 33 ticks. Trailer now at 362. YM going through the 3rd target, it looks like. And the YM going through target 4, stop at 328. This ought to get us close to break even. The original entry 09 to 28 is 19, so we're down 38 off of that one, and we lose 24, 48, 80, down 86, and pick up 33, so we're down 53 going under the trailer, and the trailer has picked up what now? 384 to 316, so we will be POQ on this trade. Alright, Micro NQ taking the full loss, and now in a short. Russell stopping out of the nice short trade, picking up another short trade that goes break even. That's our third break even of the morning. And then we take a loss on the long, and now we're short again. $307 for the YM stop. And the pound Aussie hitting a money management. Trying to push through for target 2. That was our first actionable target on that trade, missing it by just a tick or two. That's our third trade of the morning on the pound Aussie. Trailer activated because we didn't hit target 1, so we're not at break even. So actually, we did come to break even, but that's major key level keeps us at 88.49. $88.50 being a major key level. So stop at 52 would have key level adjusted to 49. And that's where we currently are. Missing target by just a couple of ticks. And the YM still trailing down, 241. Just turning into something of a monster there. Nice trade. And the Russell picking up a second win, getting targets 3 and 4 again, and a good, decent trailer. Just not quite to target 2. And we have a quick punch down to another short. 231 for the YM. Big down move. All three indices going to session lows. Well, the Russell will have to analyze to see if we had time to get into that initially or if it's a no trade. It did touch the entry before hitting the stop. So let's do that. Oh, wait, micro NQ. Good in the short. We're at break even. 0.54 flat for the current stop. Our target at 0.25 3/4, and it looks like we got to 0.25. Yeah, 0.2675, and yeah, in target to 0.2575. So we got within 1 point. YM still trailing down 226 from 384, was it? Yeah. Almost 160 points. 158 points now. Yeah. Looks like we'll come to about 217 if we continue with the down close. And if we close above 215, it'll stay where it is at 226, at 215 or above. And the pound Aussie does get target 2 positions coming off at target 2 for 13 pips. And we did come down to 17. And stopping out at 17 for 187 ticks on the trailer and POQ. And the Russell gets a quick pop. We did stop out at break even on the pound Aussie, or on the micro NQ, and now have a long setup. Plenty of time to get in that Russell trade if that's what you're trading. And that is win number 3. Micro NQ not triggering in yet. Russell stopping out at 18.4 for a target 3 win. And now short again on the Russell. That one, I'm afraid, came through too fast, hitting target 1, and that went, so we would be out of this, not able to get into this one. But actually, that's 6 trades anyway. We had 3 wins, we start off 9:30 with an avoided trade off the bat. Break even, win, break even, loss. So that actually was our sixth trade right on the loss. That we may or may not have gotten this third win here. That would have been this one was a fourth win, but not going to get there. We're already through either of these two trades are our sixth trade. So a positive day on the Russell. Alright, Pound Aussie stopped out and now picks up a short trade. All right. We did we did actually trigger into, and that's a valid trade because we went to the stop first before getting the entry. So the MNQ is long, along with both the YM and the Russell. The YM and the Russell are both finished for the day. All right, I think the only thing, the micro NQ and the Pound Aussie are the only charts that we still have running because everything else is done. Except the 10 a.m. crude session coming up. In another 3 minutes. Obviously, I wouldn't expect anybody to be trading all of the charts that we're looking at, but looking at several different things people might be interested in. I typically try not to trade more than one or two at a time. stagger my start times so that I'm not into more than two markets at the same time. Pound Aussie's pushing down to its 200 EMA. Failure to get significantly higher might set us up for a strong down, good down move. See if we can penetrate through the 200 EMA. Crude going too far to make that a get in sync trade, so we'll look for a new one. It looks like the Pound Aussie poked a toe through, but not bouncing off now. We'll need another downward push to make this a successful short. Back up to the entry now. And the micro NQ long ends up being a loss. So that is 2 losses and a break even. The micro NQ this morning. All right, we're in our 10 a.m. session. 10 a.m. mini session for crude. Looking for our first trade. That is a filtered squeeze zone trade to the short side. $50 EMA coming in between the entry and money management, with the 50 squeezing up toward the 200. And we've hit money management, so the trade's off the table now anyway. That would have been a nice trade. Would have been about 1:10 early too, so looks like maybe it came back right around the few seconds after our start. But a filtered trade. Pound Aussie coming up to the balance line and now rejected there, it looks like. Take another run at the 50 and 200, it looks like. Testing the 50 again now. spotlight for the YM, crude, unleaded, and the pound Aussie. Catapult charts for the micro NQ and the micro Russell. Those are on custom Renko bars, or equivalent to custom Renko bars on TradeStation. The micro Russell is a 1.5 point brick with a 0.5 point offset, a 15 tick brick with a 0.5 point or with a 5 tick offset for NinjaTrader. Micro NQ is a 12 point brick with a 3 point offset for TradeStation. Is a 48 tick brick size for NinjaTrader with a 12 tick offset. Pound Aussie trying to work through the 50 EMA again. No trades on crude 10 a.m. mini session yet. These are all futures charts except for the pound Aussie Forex, spot Forex, and testing the 200 again on the pound Aussie. And another peak down below. Let's see, we got 36.2 the last time, and there we are with money management. So stop comes down to $8.47. So with a 3 pip spread, it would be $8.50. Because the exit is the buy side. And target 1 coming off. So this one is positive, is successful so far. I'm sorry, yeah, 50, actually 850.5. Excuse me. Stop comes down to plotted 846. So that'll be 849.5. And we have a short trade. We got a long trade on crude. And now we've got a stop and reverse to short at 92 that we did hit. So we are in the short. So crude is short. Pound Aussie is trailing. It's like 46. Yeah, 46 is the plotted stop with about 3.5 pip spread adjustment. Our exit order is at 49.5. And another potential long trade on the MNQ has not hit the entry yet, so touching the stop will not cancel the trade at this point. And the Pound Aussie challenging the stop. Gotten less than a pip away. And there it goes. So that should take us out. Pound Aussie is done for that trade. Still down from 2 losses early. You have a stop and reverse long, go stop and reverse to short. It takes a full stop out. So then we've only had we've got 2 target 2s there and a target 1 here. So we picked up a little bit, but not enough to get us back even. Stop and reverse on crude at 68, yeah, call it 68.16. But heading back down so far. Back down to our original entry, touching the stop. We haven't, let's see. No, we haven't had the second close below the balance line. Although this bar will be a close below the balance line, so we will cancel on this bar, because it's not going to get back up to the balance line. So stop and reverse will cancel, isn't yet. Long trade on the micro NQ still valid, but getting close to a crossover. All right, yeah, stop and reverse did cancel. And I want to get away from that EMA a little bit, so I'll put my stop back to 21. Looks like the 50 EMA is providing a fair amount of resistance at the moment. Not even able to get really close. Penetrating just above the 20 and coming back down twice now, actually 3 times. Okay, here is a potential crossover, and the bar is going up. There's your cross. The trade cancels. Obviously, that's an up closing bar, so no short trade. And we have another $68.08, so that would go to $68.11, and I would go probably 13 and stay in the short. The long does cancel, so we're still in the short. Still in our yellow trade back here from 67.92. But yeah, I would have stayed away from that 50 EMA. Has shown quite a bit of resistance in this case. 11 would have been our stop and reverse adjustment, but the EMA was sitting at 12, so I would have gone to 13, maybe 14, probably left it at 13. Not enough reason to push it beyond that. Short trade does set up on the micro NQ and pushing down now. This is a larger trade, so I would say Now target 1 is 30 and 3/4 points, so I would take profit at target 1. Targets 1, 2, and 3 rather than 2, 3, and 4 on this trade. Okay, we have hit money management on the original crude trade. So our stop would be 67.84, and that would have taken us out. That spike right there. So a partial win. Actually, we've gotten target 1, and out at 84. So that would have been a full loss of 40. Picking up target 1 at 17. Actually at 15. All right, the long trade would have gotten us another target 1. That should get us very close to positive. We were 15. Oh, let's see. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we have here. Yeah, 15 there. Our entry was 92 to 84 is another 8. It's 23. This target 1 will be another stop in reverse. 86, 88. Target 1 is worth 13. And we pick up 1. So 14. And 23 is 37. So we're down 3 ticks and in the short. Just hit money management again. Actually, the long trade was our third trade, so that actually ends the session at 3 ticks down. And we stop in reverse. Almost basically break even on the micro NQ, but then that takes a full loss and that ends the session. So that's everything done except the pound Aussie. We're still on the negative side of there and can take it a couple of more trades, but that is going to do it for this morning unless somebody has questions. Any questions this morning? Questions or comments? Another regular schedule next week. The room will be dark the week of Memorial Day. I'm going to be traveling, and also the Wednesday and Thursday prior to Memorial Day. So mark your calendars. Next 2 weeks will be normal schedule, and then I'll be in for Tuesday the 23rd will be my last day until Tuesday, June the 7th. All right. I don't see any questions being raised, so I am going to go ahead and call it a morning. Everybody have a good afternoon, good trading tomorrow, and a wonderful weekend. And we will see you on Tuesday. You too, Miles. Yeah, we'll still be on the June contract for our energies. That probably won't. Let's see. Next Thursday will be the 11th. Yeah, it'll be midweek the following week when we will roll over to July. So right around crude oil inventory report. So we'll be watching out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week to see when we will roll the entries or the energies. So everybody have a good evening, good afternoon, good week, great weekend, and see you Tuesday.